Daniel.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Do you mind if we fire some questions at you?
Yeah, no worries. Go ahead.
Fantastic. Now, first one is, what is your ideal jersey number and why? What's the story behind it?
Ideal jersey number, either 11 or 91.
Uh-huh.
I'd say my dad picked out 11 for me. And then when I was playing with kids older, there was a kid that wanted 11. He was older, so he got it. And then I went with 91. So I'd say those two are my two numbers that I've always played with.
Fantastic. And from there, what's the best part about being in the NHL?
I think just playing in front of the fans every game, like 18, 20,000 people. I think just being with the guys a lot, the plane rides, the car games, I think just everything going from city to city, it's pretty cool. And just to play the game you love in front of 18, 20,000 people every time is pretty special. That's
pretty epic. And next one up is going to be, what would you say is the biggest hockey superstition that you have personally? If any at all.
I've got a couple, but
okay.
I would say before games, I'll shower before getting dressed, like right before we go for warm-ups. And then the other one is like I don't tape my game stick until like after warm-ups, so I use a different stick in warm-ups than I use in the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair play. And then what would you say is your favorite hockey player growing up?
Favorite player was Ilya Kovalchuk. So yeah, for the Atlanta Trashers. So I was a big Trashers fan as a kid just because of him.
Okay. Now this is a slightly off-topic question, but I have to mention that the Netherlands is my favorite country in Europe. I'm a big fan of Den Haag. I love Rotterdam and also Amsterdam as well. What is it like going from there to play in North America?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think the journey's been pretty special, moving at the age of 7. But I think, I'm proud from where I'm from. I still follow like the Dutch national team in soccer and when they're in the Olympics and everything. But, it's Montreal's home for me now, but I'll always be proud from where I'm from.
Fantastic. And as you've been playing hockey pretty much your entire life, 2 questions. What would you say your favourite pair of skates of all time have been for comfort, performance, and also favourite stick of all time?
I think my favorite skates were like the white CCM ones, like way back in the day. I don't remember what they're called, but those are probably my favorite ones. And sticks, probably the Easton sticks, the S19. Those ones, I loved the Easton 6 growing up, so I'd say Easton definitely.
I think the white skates might have been the Ripcore, the CCM Ripcore skates.
No, like the old CCMs, like way back, like the white and a little bit of gray. Like I remember they were stopped making them, and I ordered like 4 or 5 pairs of them.
That's epic.
Yeah,
that's epic. I'm glad to hear you're a CCM fan. That sits well with me. And also, would you say what is the best career moment in hockey you've had so far?
I think I'd say scoring first NHL goal, of course, is always special. Remembering that, and I think last year when I scored my first goal in the Bell Center in Montreal, like a rink that I used to go to as a kid and used to watch, and then scoring last year in front of friends and family was a pretty special moment as well.
That sounds pretty epic. I've got to say, 2-part question again, best and also worst rookie initiation moment, if you can share it.
Well, one I can share is probably after scoring my first NHL goal, they cut all my stuff off my suit, so I was pretty much naked. I had no buttons anywhere, so I'd say that one was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And then the best one probably would have been we played in Toronto Halloween night, and then I had to leave the rink in like a costume, but it wasn't really a costume. It was more like wings, like lingerie, pants on.
Oh,
so I thought that was pretty funny. So that one was a funny moment.
I love that. And as you entered the NHL, is there any player that stands out as the one that kind of gave you the most support when you first joined the team?
I think all the guys were good. I think whenever you're a young guy, everyone tries to help you. You try to learn. They're hard on you sometimes, but for the right reasons. And then I really think in Washington, I really I grew a lot and learned a lot. And I should say in Washington, that's really when I started to mature mostly.
Awesome. Now, do you mind if we go a little bit off topic?
Yeah, go for it.
Fantastic. Now, dream car?
Ferrari.
Any particular model?
Not a big car guy, to be honest, but a Ferrari or a Lamborghini for sure.
Fair play. And then what would you say is your go-to drink off-season?
Off-season tequila. I'm a big tequila person, so I'd say tequila.
What type of tequila do you like?
Casamigos,
Nice.
Blanco Reposado, 1942.
Oh, there we go. Tequila man for sure.
Yeah, for tequila for sure.
For sure. And then what would you say is your best off-season meal? Like the go-to meal when you're not playing?
I love sushi and seafood, so
Dude, so do I.
yeah. So I'd say anything seafood or sushi wise, like that's for me. I'll have it during the year too, but whatever reason tastes better when you're sitting on a patio.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have any particular sushi spots that you like eating at quite frequently?
Yeah, in Montreal, there's a couple ones that I like a lot. Mako, it's like in the West Island, it's like where I grew up. And then downtown they have like Park and Yotoba, so there's some good restaurants in Montreal.
Do you guys have a Nobu out there?
No, not in Canada, I think.
Damn.
No.
That's one of my favourite ones in London. Now, in terms of guilty pleasures, again off season, what would be your guilty pleasure?
Ice cream. I love ice cream too. So big sweets. Yeah, big sweets guy.
Fair. What about your celebrity crush?
Selena Gomez.
Oh, fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Cats. I kind of know the answer to this one already. Looking at your Instagram, cats or dogs, and why?
Dogs. Don't have one personally, but all my friends and family have dogs, so big dog person. Everyone says I should get one, but I don't think I'm there yet.
Fair play. And do you game?
I used to.
Yeah, what did you play? Xbox or PlayStation?
Balls.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. Switched on and off, whatever new console was coming out, but played a lot, and then say last year I stopped playing and haven't gone back on it.
Fair play. Now, if you don't mind answering, who would you say is the biggest diva on the team?
Probably myself. Yeah, I'm honest. Yeah, probably myself. No, we have a good group of guys. I think we're all good guys, and no, it's a fun group to be with.
Fair play. Just for reference, I'm the biggest diva on our team. These guys will definitely back that up. I like my red wine. And what would you say would you have in mind for like off season? What's your best activity to get up to when you don't have to kind of focus on hockey?
I golf with my buddies back home, so I like to golf. I think I'm okay at it. Not great, depends who you ask.
Yeah.
But no, I love golfing with my buddies and just catching up. But I'd say that's a fun time in the summer.
Awesome. And if you don't mind sharing again, what would you say is the most outrageous purchase that you've made thus far?
I don't know. That's a tough question. Like, what are we talking outrageous? Like for myself or for in general?
Just in general. Just something that you bought and you were just like, holy cow, did I just do that?
Yeah, I probably went to Dior and spent a good amount of money at Dior. But I'd say just recently bought a new car. So I'd probably say that one's my biggest one so far.
Fair. And just last couple of questions is, are you into watches at all?
Yeah, into watches, but not, my buddy just started his own watch company. Mm-hmm. So I've been getting more into the watches and everything, so I'm going to buy a new one off him.
And what's the name of the brand? What's going to be on your wrist?
Yeah, so his company's called 1111.
Yeah.
See that he started? It's pretty cool. And then I think I'm going to go buy a Vachon.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a fashion Constantine?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. And as a side note, if you didn't get into the NHL, what would have been the ideal thing that you would have done as your backup?
I would have said F1 driver, but I don't think I'm good enough to drive those cars. But I grew up playing tennis, so I think I would have probably went with the tennis path.
Okay, second to last question is, what would you say is your favourite song? Either if it gets you in the mood to play, to train, or would that be for yourself?
I'd say I'm Good by David Guetta and Baby Rexha. Like, I like that song. So.
Fantastic. And last question of the interview is, if you can, no problem if you can't, can you name one UK pro hockey player?
It says when it's working, if not...
If you can't, it's fine. It's one of those things that we try and stab out there at the end of the interview.
Oh, I'm trying to think here.
You could just say pass as well.
I don't think so.
No,
we're talking Premier League, no problem. I can name off any team. No, I honestly couldn't tell you.
That's fine. Daniel, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate the interview. Fantastic answers, man. Really appreciate it.
No, I appreciate it. Have a good day.
Thank you, man. Really appreciate that, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.